Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a brand new video. We are
Aliens
aliens in
in
the
the
sky.
sky.
I'm Sky,
I'm alien.
and today we're going to be talking about these new, yay allegations that dropped. And Poetic Flacco's covering them. I have heard about some of these allegations thanks to our boy.
I thought you
The
were looking up at Jesus. I'm so sorry.
yeah, thanks to Jesus because he did put out the album Jesus is
Jesus
King.
walks. Oh.
Yeah, and Jesus Walks. He put out Jesus Walks. But I was gonna say it was to D'Angelo. He D'Angelo Wallace, right?
I guess so.
Yeah. He put me on to these like actual allegations that Ye always had. And me, I was always like a huge Kanye West fan. And I had no idea of these allegations because if I had known any of that, I would have been like, bro, turn this shit off. This shit is whack. I'm not supporting this. But thanks to D'Angelo, shout out to him. And I guess this stuff is becoming more public. So I'm actually curious to see what's going on. So let's just hop right into it, guys.
Yeah. Like we tripped.
Yeah, I did.
New Kanye West allegations are horrible. They're very terrible. They're horrifying. And the victim is speaking out. So the victim is a video vixen who did a music video with Kanye West about 16 years ago. This was 2010 this took place. Now, during this music video, she claims Kanye West essayed her and violated her in every way possible.
So you got there, you were having a good time. You were wearing your lingerie on that day?
Yes.
Do you feel comfortable in that outfit?
As a model, I am used to being in very little clothing. So in terms of comfort, before the incident, I was comfortable.
So talk me through what happened when Kanye arrived on set.
So we are literally in the middle of shooting a music video, and we're probably hours into it. And all of a sudden, all the crew members that were focusing on shooting our scene stop. And everyone starts running around the Chelsea Hotel. They're like, Kanye's coming, Kanye's coming. So the models all just go into holding, and we're just waiting to see what we need to do. And shortly after that, we were lined up in the hallway, and Kanye came through, and he chose 3 girls to be in the scene with him. And then we were led into the room. I didn't know what was going to happen. I was given no direction. I was just told to sit in this chair. And then playback started. And then all of a sudden he just reaches a hand out and starts like choking me. And I'm just not sure what's happening. And then he pulled his other hand out and starts choking me with both hands. And then starts smearing my makeup all over my face and sticking his hands inside of my mouth.
Jesus.
Ye really took Shorty through a ghetto gagger scene, bro. He a true gooner for real. Now, even if he did
Poetic,
that,
please.
it's impossible to determine whether or not consent was given. How do we go back 16 years ago, go in the moment and figure out, did she consent to this? Right? You know, did she say yes to
Sounds
doing
like there
this?
were
Did
witnesses,
she
probably,
give him a
right?
heads up to continue? We don't know. There's no way to figure this out. Now, she has some tricks under her sleeves, you know, in figuring this out and kind of making her story stick. And we'll get to the tricks under her sleeve very shortly. But, 16 years ago on a random music video set, Kanye was probably done about 40 plus years. It's like, it's almost impossible to figure out who's telling. Is he said, she said completely here. Now, one thing I know is rappers is looking at this case and they sitting back nervous. Because if she is successful in suing Kanye West for actions that took place on a music video scene 16 years ago, you know who's next? There's going to be a RICO conspiracy on Nelly. Every girl from that Tip Drill music video is coming out saying, I'm a victim as well. I didn't consent to this. Now, I just want to know, while he's doing
Just
this,
Nelly.
I don't hear her
Just
say
Nelly.
not one time that she screamed, hey, stop. Or that she tried to get away from him. Or that she squirmed. Or she told him, hey, I don't like this. Stop. Don't do this.
Which
Before we even
Continue.
continue. Like I don't know how to explain. Okay, so like, because it's a weird thing, right? If you've been
It's
through abuse,
So weird.
think you get it, but, like, other people who haven't, they just think it's so like, it's easy to just be like, "Oh, stop." Like, you just never
Yeah.
know. Like, I don't know what she's been through. I know for me, myself, and how I can see it personally is that I went through stuff as a kid and I was told like hey, no one's gonna believe you because you're black and da 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 this that, and the other. And so eventually it just turned out like it just felt that way. uh the times that I should have been protected, my parents didn't protect me or whatever. So I just learned in my head subconsciously, like, don't ask for anything, don't ask
Yeah.
for help, don't reach out to anyone basically. And like you see it happen all
Yeah.
the time. Like, I don't ask people for help even when I'm struggling. And if I am like asking for help, like you feel like, oh, I know this girl's like really, really going
Like
through
if
it.
you're asking me for help, like serious help, like holy shit, like she has exhausted everything that she can.
Yeah, type shit. And so like, I'm not saying, like, she's been through something like that where she was taught, like, "Hey, shut the fuck up,"
Yeah.
type shit, but, like, I know for me, that's what happened to me, and that became, like, psychological damage. And so, like, I have a hard time even just, like, speaking up. Like, I talk a lot sometimes, right? But even, like, in the face of danger, like, I got like, a dog came and, like, bit me, and it's a huge ass like German shepherd. And I had to like mentally remind myself like, you have to say something, you have to scream or something.
Yeah.
Because for me, like, I've been bitten by a dog at least twice or three times now. And a couple of times I like never made a sound. Like, one dog just latched on to me and I just sat there holding back tears as like the owner was just talking to me. And I was like, "Hey, can you get your dog?" And she was like, "Girl, are you okay? Like, why aren't you like
Yeah.
doing anything? Why aren't you reacting?" But like, because of like the shit that I went through, like, it's really hard to
Yeah.
react.
Yeah.
So you can't expect everyone to like have the same reaction just because you think that is the most like what a victim would do or something.
Yeah.
Like, I literally had like a friend tell me recently, like, we were talking about Michael Jackson type shit, and I
Yeah.
was telling them like what I've been through and everything and all this other stuff. And like, for me in my head, I'm with Michael Jackson as if like he probably never did it. Like, I stand on that side, and but she stands on the other side, and we're having like a adult conversation. But she would just say stuff like, "This is how a victim would act," and blah blah blah. And I'm
Uh-huh.
like, I'm in front of you and I am actually a victim, and that
Right.
hurts. And so people who've never been through stuff trying to tell me or trying to tell a victim how they should react or how they should be acting is like
Yeah.
actually ridiculous, you know?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to add that in because I didn't like what Flacco just said.
I also want to say that first of all, like I 100% support you and that whole wave because it really, dude, I'm really not trying to make this about like no gender shit because I'm never on that shit. I think it's so ridiculous. But I've been in a lot of spaces, especially around men, that they're like, dude, if she had such a problem with it, why didn't she just say no? Why didn't she just say stop and all this shit? And bro, like I'm like, dude, like, do you actually like, bro? Do you actually like hear yourself sometimes, bro? Like, I'm a guy, bro. I'm not like as much as like I look like feminine and stuff like that a little bit, I guess. And some people like would want to label me zesty a little bit, but like I'm actually like a straight male,
Yeah.
and like I find women attractive and all this stuff, and like I know the power position that I'm in,
Hmm.
and I'm always like, dude, like if this girl is not cool with this, like, literally stop, bro. Like, I don't like I'm literally like, dude, like this is a person. It's not
Hmm.
like this object looking thing. And if like they're gonna squeal if I like I feel like some guys or whatever think like women are like a little squishy toy that goes like "Ee," you know?
Hmm.
Because I'm like, if she's not doing the squishy noise, then she's cool with it. and it's just not like that at all.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to this conversation of like Poetic being like, why didn't she just say stop? Why didn't she do this? Not only what you said about like their past and stuff, but it's also like you got to think about it this too. This girl is hired for this shit.
Mhm.
She goes and there's this A-list celebrity artist,
Mhm.
and he's doing this in front of like all these cameras. So like you're literally in this place where you're like, if I say something, it's gonna be so embarrassing
Yeah.
because the whole mood and vibe is gonna shift. Like I'm trying to put myself in her position. If I'm getting fucking choked by Kanye West, bro, in front of all these cameras and all these coordinators and people, and there's people getting paid to do all this shit, I'm gonna be looked at as the fucking weirdo that being like, hey, I don't like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna throw the whole thing off. And second, I'm gonna not get paid for this shit.
Yeah. You could also
That's
risk being like blacklisted
glisted
as
all
well.
because it's Kanye West, bro.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, this girl is very unprofessional.
Mhm.
So there's a whole
As if
fucking
he's ever been
yeah,
professional.
exactly, right? And so there's a whole fucking power dynamic into it, bro.
Yeah.
And I just hate, and I just want to emphasize this before we continue. I just hate the whole conversation of like, if she was not cool with it, she should have said no. She should have just left. Because, dude, you never know what's actually going through someone's mental space and where they're at, like you. If it's traumatized, then there's a fucking reason. If it's a power dynamic, that's another reason. Dude, like we can list reasons all day of
Like
what
she could just have anxiety and just like that just like paralyzes. Like you just never know. And it's always just good to like get
can't
consent.
consent. Like, hey, is this like, are you so I hate when this whole what Poetic said is not cool, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, it simulated like oral sex.
Mhm.
It started. It started where he went up to my face and he was like smearing my makeup on my face, and
Okay, do you need a minute?
yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
Um, he was smearing the makeup on my face in a way that felt like he was trying to just, I don't know, smearing the makeup all over my face in a way that just felt wrong. He started sticking his fingers in my mouth, and I feel like he was like trying to touch as much as he could, and I was actively, my tongue was like hiding from him, and he just like found everything.
I was not there. Now, I generally have a problem with people coming out a decade plus later, 20 years later, trying to seek restitution for something that took place a decade or 2 decades ago when they never spoke up in the moment. Now, trying to hide your tongue as he's, I guess, with your finger, like he's searching for it, you very well
I
could
don't
have
like
bit his
Flocko
hand to get it
sometimes.
out your mouth. You could have screamed, "Hey, stop! I don't like this." None of that was done. You was playing hide and seek with your tongue and his finger.
See, this is so dangerous. I'm
This
so sorry.
no, please,
It's
bro.
literally so dangerous because when humans pull shit like this and they say stuff like this, we are literally, and this is why first of all people don't come out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like when we pull dumb shit like this where we're saying like what we expect someone to do or whatever, then it makes it even harder for like us to even weed out like when someone is saying false allegations.
Yeah.
Cause you clearly don't understand what a victim is and how what it can do if you are going through trauma, like how
Yeah.
it can come out where like cuz like what people think is like let's think about Michael Jackson, right? Let's say hypothetically speaking, he got touched as a kid
Yeah.
or whatever. Now that's why people think that he's a child,
Yeah.
child fondler or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, like, that's not what abuse like, what abuse does to you. You don't like, just because you were abused one way doesn't mean, like, you're gonna become that same abuse. You could become abusive in other fucking ways, you
Yeah.
know? Like, it's like if, let's say, hypothetically speaking, going back to Michael Jackson, he got touched and then, like, he just grew up with anger problems. Like,
Right.
like, but people don't see it that way. People misconstrue it, and that is why like the world is going to shit because no one actually understands
Yeah.
like actual abuse, actual trauma, how it works in your brain, how it can manifest, because everyone has their own like fictional story about it in their
Yeah.
fucking head instead of like actually understanding it. And I get it, he's black, so it makes even more sense why black people aren't, or why he as a black person
Mhm.
is doesn't get the mental health shit
Yeah.
100%. But like if you don't get it, just don't say anything, like, you know what I mean, like you
Yeah.
don't have the education to even talk about it.
Yeah. And he's not only is he saying shit, he's like putting her down
Yeah,
and being like, "Girl, you're so dumb." Like for
yeah,
even speaking out this late and all this stuff.
just because it's like a decade or two later, like
Yeah. Like
it took me a whole decade to even tell my mom that my neighbor was doing shit to me, like, you
yeah.
know what I mean? So, like, imagine someone like I don't know her life, I don't know, like, whatever. If she didn't have support, like, at home or whatever, then
Yeah.
that could also be the reason why it took her so long because, like, it takes me a long time to be like, "Hey, you guys, like, this is what I'm going through usually," because I never have support, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So obviously for other people it might be the same way, or maybe just like I said earlier, like they just get social anxiety, or it makes them like it's like a crippling like I can't even move
Yeah,
type
I
shit.
can't move.
Like you just never know. So you can't really say anything about that. You can't really call her like a liar or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a perfect person, so and I do have, like, a lot of mental health issues and, like, a lot of trauma, so there are times when I clock something and I'm like, "Hey, dude, like, that doesn't make any sense."
Yeah.
Like, you're just using whatever mental health issue that you have as an excuse, but I can do that because I'm real with myself, I know what it looks like, I know what it feels like, I don't know everything, but I do know like, "Oh, I see this pattern in this
Yeah.
person," type shit, or, "Oh, this makes sense to me because I heard other people like literally come to me about this, that, and the other," like, you know what I mean? But like just coming to this conclusion that she has to be lying just because it's 2 years later and it might be ye and all this other stuff, like it's not fair. Like I don't even think like this man gave her a chance. He's just
Yeah,
like
no. He's like, "Nah, she didn't speak up in the moment, so like what she's saying, she's just clout chasing and being performative and all this stuff." And I also you kind of slipped it in a little bit. It also like it's muddies the water for false allegations
yeah,
because we're also on the same mindset where yes, there's people who do false allegations.
yeah.
Like we live in that world,
Yeah.
right? And we're
Falsely been accused myself of stuff, like, so
yeah. So like we're also not on the fence of like believe every word that everyone has to say 24/7 and all this shit.
mhm.
But I want to say that I feel like we're giving the insight of like why it took her so fucking long to do this shit.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of leaps cuz like not only with that like anxiety and mental health stuff, but you also got to remember we got to remember who's doing this, guys. Like, let's not pretend that Kanye West, especially in that time era, was not the biggest hip hop artist of all time.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that this girl who got choked and basically assaulted is going to come out and speak out against Ye? Like, bro, like you might as well tell her to like go fight World War III with only herself.
Yeah.
Like, dude, not only is the community gonna go after you, You're gonna get blacklisted from everything. You're gonna actually Kanye is crazy enough to speak out for himself too and be like, this girl's a B and a liar and all this stuff.
Mhm.
And then you got his fans, dude. The whole world is gonna turn on you
Yeah.
for sure
Yeah.
if you even say one thing about this.
Which is so crazy because, like, this is, like, people acting like Ye, the HH man, is, like, the most outstanding, like,
Dude, like he would
he
never,
would never!
dude. You know
Like,
what?
what the
Yeah.
fuck, brother? Like, I believe this man. I believe her.
You know what? I'm actually embarrassed to say this, but like I didn't even clock that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like, yeah, you're right. Like we you made HH like, bro, like he's been open. Kanye has been opened about how he's super hypersexual.
Hypersexual. He's been open about his coonerism. He's been open about, like, literally, we saw Bianca how she was dressed, and we saw how Kim been dressed. Like, you know what I mean? Whenever she was with him, like, we already know that he's a control freak and da da da. We see
And just a
the
freak in
outbursts and
general.
everything. So you're telling me, Flacco, that you don't believe this woman? Like he is like the most outstanding citizen ever, bro. Like, we need to be giving this man a reward because he's so good.
That's
He's so
fucking
perfect.
crazy,
That's
bro.
insane, dude. Like, give her a fucking chance. Like, it literally hurts my soul. You know what I mean? It's like even when like Kai Cenat was like, I'm gonna stop streaming.
Yeah.
And people were just starting to roast him. Like, can you give the nigga a chance? Like,
Yeah.
fuck, let him at least prove it before
Yeah.
y'all start dragging him.
They're quick on that
But
shit.
like, nah, dude, people just like already have like their prejudgments, and that's what they go with.
Sad.
It's like actually like low IQ. No,
Yeah,
it's
for
not.
sure.
That
It
is
is.
the most
It is.
resistance you put up. And from my perspective, bruh, I don't like son, bruh. Like, I know that whenever cases like this pop up, bruh, it seems like I'm always taking the side of the dude. I promise that's not the case, bruh. I promise I'll be wanting to come on here and call out dudes for being weirdos, because a lot of these dudes are weirdos. A lot of these dudes are nasty and they're creeps. But because I care about actual victims and real victims, it's hard for me to see
But
this and
not
say,
Kanye though.
hey, bruh, Kanye West, give her $20 million, Kanye. Hey, bro, Kanye, give her $30 million, Kanye. Like, come on, son.
You don't
Like,
even have
what are
that
we
anymore.
expecting? Yo,
He's broke.
if this is a legal precedent that gets set, understand every rapper is done. Over with. What we seen in those music videos in like the late 90s, early 2000s,
No, why not just get
right?
consent?
Like the groupie culture, the video vixen culture, how hypersexual it was. I'm telling you, bro, every rapper is being hit with allegations. If this is allowed to go through, and if Kanye West is actually made to pay this woman anything, the rap industry, the music video, it's over with, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I could.
All I gotta say is like, why are we so scared about that?
Yeah.
Like, how is that like a bad thing? Oh, dude, it's over. Everyone's gonna be held accountable. How is
Like,
it?
whenever did that matter to people? Like, honestly, like we saw Dr. Disrespect come back, and he has a full fucking like career and everything
Yeah.
like that. Nick Fuentes is still making a hell of a lot of money. Like, literally, whenever did being like a despicable person like actually change anything for these people? So they should still be accountable no matter what, because like at the end of the day, it's not really gonna hurt them, right? Maybe they'll lose a couple of brand deals, but at the end of the day, if their fans are still fucking going for them, they're good.
Yeah. I just don't understand how he's like so like, bro, like our early 2000s and 90s we're cooked. Bro, this shit's already over, bro, first of all. And second of all, it's like, yeah, we weren't calling shit out back then because this shit was normalized, bro. And
Yeah.
it's like,
R. Kelly was with Aaliyah, you know?
bro, dude, so I'm just like, why are we so scared of that?
Jay-Z was fucking fighting over her. Like, it's
Why
grown ass men, by the way.
why are we so scared of that, bro? Like,
Because they're scared of what it means for them, I think.
that's what I'm kind of getting at.
I think it's like if, like, let's say Poetic Flacco likes a rage.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, dude, whenever he was like,
I love Ray J.
I love me some Ray
I
J.
love
Anyway.
Ray J.
But like, let's say hypothetically speaking, some shit comes out about Ray J after he just says that.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, dude, like, I was supporting this man. You know what I mean? I put out here that I love this man type shit. And what now what does that mean for me? So now I have to defend with my life that I don't support this. And so because these allegations aren't out, I don't have to, like, you know what I mean? I don't have to deal with these.
Understand, yeah.
Yeah. And also our system is like literally more, if you're black, then you know what I mean. It's not really meant for us. So
Yeah.
get fucked basically is what
Yeah.
they say. But usually the system is more for like it's choreographed for helping criminals.
Yeah.
You know, so like I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like these people are already rich and famous people. Like at the end of the day, they're not gonna get a fucking job, even if they did get exposed for certain stuff. Like I believe, you know, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna throw someone's random name out there, and it's not true.
Yeah.
But I believe like I've seen people who are in this rap industry because they have such a big audience where all they have to do is just sell merch and blah blah blah. They'll survive.
For sure.
It sucks, but they'll survive. Like cancel culture can't be real because they'll still like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like Yee is still making money in this moment. Like people did not give a fuck, bro. So like you could be the most terrible person ever and they'll still be fine. I mean, we're looking at you weird.
Yeah.
But why are you scared?
Why are you shaking?
Yeah, dude. Like me and you, we've met basically most of our heroes.
Yeah.
And we just found out like most of them aren't shit anyway.
They're fucking losers.
We don't give a fuck. Like they're literal losers. So like at this point, I mean, I don't look up to anyone really in the music industry like that.
Neither do I.
I used to look up to Nicki Minaj, but she's a buffoon.
Yeah.
I just don't support dumb shit, and I don't want to support dumb shit, and I don't want that to be hidden. Like if you're a piece of shit, like for Yee, like thank you for telling us that you're a piece of shit. So like I don't have to find out. You said it yourself. You're evil.
Yeah, he said it either because I'm evil.
In his black KKK costume, he said he was evil. And I'ma believe him. Believe people when they tell you. Believe people when they tell you who they are. Thank you.
Couldn't.
So he was pushing his fingers, you said, quite far into your mouth.
Yeah. I mean, and everywhere he like, yeah.
You say he had his hand around your throat. Could you breathe properly? Do you remember any discomfort like that?
I do. I remember feeling like so suffocated, like unsure, like scared.
And were you aware of anything else that was happening on the set at the time? Was anybody speaking, trying to get involved? What can you remember?
I remember everyone was so still and just like staring at me. That's all I remember.
What's going through your
They
head
were
when that's
scared
happening?
too.
For sure.
Because like how humiliating would that be,
things.
you know?
That's like
I'm 24. This is like sort of my
24?
first foray into the industry. And in the moment I'm like, well, I can't stop
Like
this.
you're so baby.
What do? I stop the whole production? What, little old me? They don't care about me. No one's stopping
See,
it.
this is what I was talking about.
So just let it happen. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You're gonna stop and he's gonna stop?
It's that power play.
Did you try and say anything?
No. I just stared at him like, well, what are you doing? But why are you doing this?
And we asked Kanye if he spoke to you at all before what you say took place happened, and we haven't got a response. But we do know in some of the legal filings what his lawyers have written. They say that set was a collaborative atmosphere. They were pushing the boundaries, the artistic boundaries, and that you were a consenting member of that scene. Is that how you remember it?
I worked with the directors.
But if you admittedly so said that while y'all was acting or while y'all was engaging in this scene, you didn't make it clear you didn't want his finger in your mouth. You didn't reject it. You didn't just outright say, no, stop. You self-admittedly went along with it because you didn't know what to do in that situation and you still wanted, I guess, the gig and you didn't want things to stop. Then 16 years later, what are you seeking here? Like you didn't say no, like you didn't. Okay, to put this into perspective, that's like we're doing a movie and we're improv the movie, okay? And we get to improv in a movie, we acting out a couple's arguing.
It doesn't matter. Like, if you're improving, you should be still like asking, like, "Hey, if I improv you," like before you even start, you should be like, Is it okay if I do this, or that?" Just in
Yeah.
like you never know what's gonna happen in that moment, but like you should be asking, like, "Hey, is it okay if I get intimate, or is it okay if I touch you this way if I do, or if
Yeah.
it comes to that, or whatever." Or you should even just like set up like, "Hey, I don't know what's going to happen here, but if you start feeling uncomfortable, say
Let me
this
know.
or do
Yeah.
this." You know what I mean? Like have a
Yeah.
code word, or give me a thumbs up that like, "Hey, this is good. Like
Yeah.
I'm good here." Like type
Yeah.
shit. Like it doesn't fucking matter like what this scenario that you're giving it, like you should always get consent no matter what.
Yeah.
And when we arguing, it's method acting. We
So
start
you
to
about to say you
improv.
about to punch
I
her?
slap my wife that I'm arguing with on scene, right? Like the actress who is playing my wife. I slap her because again, this is how I'm channeling an abusive husband in a movie. This is, what I think an abusive husband would do in this moment. And I slap her. And we go along with it.
No, please let it continue. Let it continue.
And then 16 years later, I get sued for abusing her on scene, even though she didn't reject or object to that scene.
You did
That's
abuse
what
her
this
on
is, essentially. Now, Kanye West,
Bro said we're acting. We're method acting, bro.
He said, "I'm going for the Oscar."
he said, boom.
He said, I'm channeling an abusive husband right now.
I Flacco, you surprise me every time.
Bro, what is happening?
This is unhinged by name.
Listen to yourself right now, bro. Are we being
Why does
serious?
he have to go that far?
Because he always goes far, and it's just further proving his point wrong, bro.
He said, "I slap her."
You even called him before he even said it. He's like, wouldn't it be crazy if he said he hit her? I'm channeling an abusive husband.
Like, just because you're improving doesn't mean you get to hit someone.
Dude, that's fucking crazy. I promise you, Flacco, that's never happened on a set.
He's like, "You know what? I'm channeling being a murderer."
Yeah.
Like he's like on a set, like they're doing improv and they're doing like Jeffrey Dahmer or some shit. He's like, "Because I'm channeling Jeffrey Dahmer, I should be able to take a bite of your skin right now." Like that's insane.
And you didn't say no, bro. We signed up for this role.
Yeah.
We signed up for this movie, so you're good with it. I know you are. Come on, Flacco. We have to do better.
I feel like he's just bullshitting.
Responded back, I guess, in the court filings. And he stated, "Listen, man,
entertained.
Like whatever, like she's claiming took place, it was not non-consensual. It was all consensual. This was method acting, right? Like this was a creative process that was collaborative, and she was on board with everything."
Stop calling it.
Now, I'm sure when you do these things, you also have to sign some type of document claiming you release it. So if she did this and then afterwards signed a document to release the image and the videos, then that means that she was fine with it. Now, okay, so once Kanye West responded back, she says that she was able to get in contact with somebody who was there, and that person, I guess, confirmed something that she believed is incriminating towards Kanye West.
And we haven't got a response, but we do know in some of the legal filings what his lawyers have written. They say that set was a collaborative atmosphere. They were pushing the boundaries, the artistic boundaries, and that you were a consenting member of that scene. Is that how you remember it?
I worked with the directors before Kanye showed up on set. Anything that was asked of me was asked of me. And it was offered to me before I was forced to do it. So do I agree that it was a collaborative set? Absolutely. Do I believe that it was collaborative once Kanye entered the set? No.
When you read Kanye's lawyers' responses, they offer up a motive for why you filed this lawsuit. They say you're weaponizing the Gender Motivated Violence Act to silence Kanye because you don't like some of the controversial things he's tweeted and said in recent years. How do you respond to that?
I think a lot of people don't like a lot of things that Kanye said, and that's not a reason for me to bring a lawsuit. I'm bringing a lawsuit because he did something to me that I want him to be held accountable for. I think those are two different things.
So you say this took
Damn,
place in
this girl is
2010,
based.
and you filed your lawsuit in 2024. What was going through your head in 2024 that you wanted to file a lawsuit 14 years after what you said happened?
I didn't do anything immediately because I didn't think that anything could happen, right? That anyone would get my back or that there would be any recourse for Kanye. But then after that, I did start looking for law firms. And I called law firms because after the Weinstein case, I was like, you know what? This is an opening. Things can happen.
And part of that was you reaching out to LaRue. Do you have a relationship? Did you stay friends or anything?
No, I don't have a relationship with LaRue really, other than this experience that we shared.
Right, so this is with her official Instagram account.
Yes.
Do you mind if I read it?
No, please do.
I would be terrified.
So you're asking if she remembers what happened, and you're telling her that you want to file a lawsuit. So you guys are messaging back and forth here with her. This is your official account with her official account. You're asking her basically to corroborate your claims.
Yes.
She says in one message, quote, "I saw it. I was in the room behind the monitor, begging the directors and everyone else to do something, but everyone was scared of him and did nothing, which is where my trauma comes from." You're saying I'm crying so hard. You apologize to her. You say, "I'm so sorry. I didn't even think about your experience through it." She says, I'm going to directly quote here, "He knew exactly what he was doing. He thought it was funny, and I can't deal with that. He whispered to me, quote, 'I bet you think I just put women back about 10 years. I responded, quote, 'You just put women back about 500 years. And then she says, he's a expletive piece of work.
That's apparently the plan when they go to court is, she's going to have somebody who's going to say, hey, I was there. And in the moment, there was no mistake about it that Kanye West knew what he was doing was wrong. I don't know how this is going to play out, but I just know if this leads to Kanye West being found guilty and having to pay this woman, all you rappers, all you artists is in some big trouble. All right? Because again, there's no way to figure out if them girls consented or did not consent. Because it's 16, 20 years ago. All right? Y'all are all going down if they say they didn't consent. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another.
I was going to ask you, so do you think that because at the end they bring up the point of maybe she's saying this because it's 2024 and she doesn't like what he's doing now?
God, what the fuck?
But what are your thoughts on that? Because me personally, let me say something real quick. Me personally, I can understand it.
Yeah.
No matter if that was her reasoning.
Yeah.
Because why would I want if you're telling me she was the prime face or a prime girl in one of the music videos so people can notice her and all this other stuff. And then later, this man is coming out as a dolphin apologist and lover, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I too would be actually, I don't want to be tied to you. You know what I mean? Actually, if I knew years ago,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have consented to this. But I mean, at that point, it's still not, or
Yeah.
it's not great
Yeah.
because you consented in the moment. But we don't know that.
Yeah.
We don't know what the paperwork says. If she ever did any paperwork, because I think she could win if there was never paperwork
Yeah.
done. Because they should have a paperwork saying I consent to this, this, and this,
Yeah.
and blah blah blah. I lose my rights to this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And knowing that it's Ye is one of the biggest artists.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they probably did have something.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. But anyway, you can answer that now.
Well, I think that whole point of them being oh, you're doing this because he did this X, Y, and Z, and you got offended and you don't like what he was saying about. Basically, what she was saying was based as fuck because she said, they're two different things. There's a lot of people that didn't like what he said.
Yeah.
I'm not here about that today. I didn't like what he said, but this is not what this is about. This is about him assaulting me back in the day. And I finally have like the courage and the right lawyers to come out right now. And like you said, the paperwork will tell a lot.
Yeah.
And so I personally think, in my own opinion, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I think she's not really doing this for like, a lawsuit win. She's doing it for like she wants an apology, and she wants like Kanye to take accountability for it.
Yeah.
And she also wants her story to be out there and people know.
Yeah.
And I think that's the real goal here, because like, let's be honest, bro, like I think she knows too. Like, I probably am not going to see a dime, not a
Mhm.
nickel or a penny, but that's not what I'm actually out here for. Because let's bring up your boy MJ, right? Um we when these people are coming out for lawsuits against him, you can always tell, like, we want that cash, bro.
Yeah.
We want that
'Cause why aren't
check.
we going for that criminal case where it
Yeah.
would put him in jail,
Yeah.
right?
Like, they always, I want to say 90%, because obviously there's some stuff that I don't know about the MJ case and stuff, but you do. But from what I've seen, a lot of those lawsuits are always chasing the bag, bro. And when they go on these interviews and all this shit, bro, it's like you can tell.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, bro, like, damn, like, you're not even hiding it at this point, right?
Yeah.
And this girl over here, she's literally solo dolo. She's alone, and she's coming out with this. And you can tell, like, she's hurt, she's distraught, and she pushed this back into her head for a long ass time.
Yeah.
And I know that's subjective, like, if you think she's faking it or if she's not. But I will say that I get the vibe of, I don't even want like money. What I just want is like people to know what happened to me, and I want an apology and him to take accountability.
Yeah.
Now, if that's going to happen or not, that's a big what if, but I don't think it has anything to do with his statements about his whole crash out.
Mhm.
I really don't. Because, you know, at that time when when he was crashing out, there were people that were coming out for that.
Yeah.
Like, there was a lot of people that worked with him
Yeah.
that were coming out being like, "Oh, Kanye was always this, he was always that." And we got to look into those too. You know what I mean? If like there are actual lawsuits being filed.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I know that there is people out there. Like, I don't live in a delusional world where I know that everyone's trying to be good or whatnot. Some people are just coming after for the check.
Mhm.
But I don't believe she's mincing the two. So that's my opinion on it. But what do you think?
I gave my opinion already.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh shit, man! I'm so pissed. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. I can edit this
No,
out.
no, no, you're okay. That's why I paused it.
No, I can't edit it out.
Um,
That's where we end.
no, no, no. I had another question for you, but so like, how do we feel about this video as a whole?
Poetic. What the fuck, dude?
Mhm.
Like, dude, like a lot of the times, like you're really based and like very objective looking, and like you said in the video, I promise, guys, I'm not trying to side with the guys. But I'll just say this, bro. I can tell that a lot of some of your opinions are very old school.
Yeah.
They're very old school, and they're very traditional. And we're, as much as like we're new gen, we don't have the TikTok brain.
Yeah.
Like, we're not like, oh my god, believe every victim and all this shit, right? We're like, let's actually use two brain cells.
Yeah.
Like, what's actually happening here?
Yeah.
And I feel like Flacco is of that old generation where they just say like, oh, this is that and this is that. And I did not like that, bro. Like, I'll be honest. And we big up Flacco a lot. You watch his videos, but I mean, we didn't even watch it. We just watched it right now, and we were just like, "What the fuck is he saying?"
It was crazy. These were crazy takes, my god. I was expecting like because Flacco is like a pretty like educated man, or at least he gives off that impression, right?
Yeah,
And so I'm expecting like young Don type of, speeches.
yeah,
Cause like Young Don, like even in Young Don's like recent video that we're about to videotape right now or pretty soon, um, there's like a grape story in there or something happening, and Young Don cut that out, and he's like, I'm not gonna cover this. I'm not gonna tell you what my thoughts are. I'm not gonna, because I can't, like he can't decipher
right.
it. So he's like, I'm not
Wow,
gonna even depict this. So you
really?
go make your own decision if you care about that. If you want to hear
Damn.
about it, if you want to come to your own conclusion, you do that.
Yeah,
And as much as like, I would like to hear like what his thoughts are, because like he does say some stuff that I'm like, I totally disagree with
yeah,
this. Like, blah blah blah. And even in that video that I just mentioned, that he was talking and he was saying like, yes, there's times where I guess like I am too soft on a girl, or I'm too hard on these guys, or I'm too hard on the girl about this, and it's probably because of his misogyny that he's learned or whatever
yeah,
type shit. But like I think that it's good that he's like expressing it, because then we're able to like discuss and correct it, because like how do you know that you're saying something offensive, or that
right,
you have an offensive thought, if you're not expressing it,
right, yeah,
and if you're a person who actually cares about like being progressive or changing or becoming a better person just overall, the best thing that you can do to improve yourself is by being honest, you know what I
right,
mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like if I have transphobic thoughts, or you know what I mean, I didn't know it's like transphobic.
yeah,
I say it, someone tells me that. Oh, now I have to go correct myself, tell myself, or find, evidence like, okay, I was wrong.
right,
You know what I mean?
true,
Instead of just getting offended, blah blah blah. Because how do I become better if I don't know better?
right.
Or if I don't accept better,
Yeah,
you know?
because most people will take that other like, wait, I'm not wrong, and
Yeah.
just double down on it. But damn, you're surprised me with that young Don shit. I didn't
Yeah.
know he did that. That's actually
Yeah.
pretty mature. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I just think like if you're not gonna be like like you don't even have to be like unbiased about it. Like you can have your opinions about it, right? But I think people should just be like real. And I don't
Yeah,
think this man was being real,
yeah,
because like we're looking at Yi, you
yeah.
know? And it's like, we know this man. We see what this man's been doing. You're gonna sit here and tell me like she's just saying this because she wants some money 16 years later?
Like, bro, we see the track record, bro.
Like he's been a piece of shit for a long time. It's not just this like dumb shit that's
Yeah,
happening recently in
like
the
this is
past couple of
like this
years.
is one allegation. Like,
Yeah.
no, bro. Like, there's a track record, bro.
Yeah. So I think we gotta clean this up. Like, like it's just insane. But yeah.
Well, thank you guys again. I know that was kind of a heavy topic. I think I'm gonna add like a disclaimer at the beginning of the video for like people who like find that kind of content sensitive. We had to kind of see what this was coming from because I will say I used to be a huge Kanye West fan. Like he was like my top hip hop artist of all time, and to see these kind of stories come out um and say, hey bro, what he was doing was wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't defend it. I don't condone it.
I blame Michael Jackson. Me and Sky, I had this convo before, and apparently, like, I don't know what song it was, but like, Ye had showed it to Michael, and Michael was like, "Who is this? I like it."
Yeah.
And now we have Michael Jackson to blame for the monster that this man is.
fuck, dude.
I love Michael, but fuck.
We're throwing Michael under the
As we
bus.
should. That was some bullshit, my guy.
But yeah, guys, we had to come up with that, and you know, I also want to say this as the departing message is that, like, dude, if like you're a victim, boy, female, or whatever you identify as, like, and you got wrongfully, assaulted or anything like that, um, you know, I think you should find the courage and speak out if you're comfortable enough. And it doesn't matter.
Especially if you're a guy.
Yeah,
Because guys don't talk about that shit ever.
it's
And
real.
they think it's a badge of honor. Like, bruh, you were literally a victim. Let's stop. It's
Yeah,
harmful.
it's
It's
crazy.
actually harmful. Like that shit, okay, let's say shit happens to a kid like a young male.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like that shit literally changes your brain chemistry. Like I was watching this other YouTuber called like Dinky Jabot, I believe. And I'm not here to talk about his stories or whatever, but he did say like, and I go through this as well. So I can say that it's like a shared experience of people who have had stuff happen to them whenever they were kids, you know?
yeah,
But like what they went through affected like how they perceive relationships, how they act in relationships. Like now they're platonic, now they go through long periods of celibacy and all this other stuff.
yeah,
Like it literally fucks you up. So stop thinking like, oh, I'm a man now because of this, because like no, you're actually like going through trauma. Like your brain chemistry is actually changing because sometimes things are happening too early for you. Sometimes like whenever if like you don't even have to be a kid, like you could just be a grown ass man and just get like hit or something. Like that's changing your brain chemistry as well. Um
mm,
and it's a lot. Like especially like it's damaging you because like most men, I'm not saying all men won't put their hands on a woman, right? Because some will. But some men they don't believe in like putting their hands on a woman, but then they'll let a woman hit them. And that's changing your brain chemistry. Like it's literally just all of any trauma is doing damage to you.
yeah,
So yeah, like definitely speak up about it. And I'm not saying like, oh, like like it's men's mental health month, and honestly I could give a fuck less. But sorry. But at the end of the day it's just truth if we're talking about like just victims, whether you're a man or a female, whatever.
yeah,
But and one day I might have a son, and I would like for if something happens to him, I would like for him to be able to talk about it. I would like for him to go and get help. I don't want him to walk around thinking like, oh, he's cool because like a teacher tried to talk to him or something, or like,
yeah,
you know what I mean, or some shit. Is like no, like I want you to grow up healthy. I want your brain to be healthy. I want you to have all the neural connections that the way that it's supposed to develop.
yeah, yeah. And I also just wanted to, and it was like, it doesn't matter how long ago it was, or if it was, or it happened yesterday or today.
Shit, some people wait like like not even on some trauma shit, Flacco, but like people people be waiting until their deathbeds to even be talking about how they fucking lied. So like imagine someone just waiting till their deathbed to be like, this happened to me as a kid, like my dad did this to me or my brother did this to me, before they take their last breath. You're gonna tell me
Yeah,
that they're fucking lying? Like, just because they took, like, what, 50 decades? Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
50 decades is crazy,
yeah.
actually. They would be, like, 500.
Damn, bro.
But 50 years, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm a here like, dude. Let's just say this, man. Assault doesn't expire.
Yeah.
And one thing that I always like, because this one's about women. One thing I always like reflect in my mind, and I can't believe other people don't, but I do, is like, what if that was your mom, bro? Your sister, or your niece? You're just gonna be like, shut the fuck up, you're lying. Like,
Just because it's you,
bro, like seriously, like
the most outstanding
that's
man.
what I always think about is like, what if this was my mom sharing this with me? What if this was my niece?
Yeah.
Like, dude, come on. Like, we just have to have more understanding and empathy and compassion for people. Like, it's fucking sick to me that I guess people just don't care.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for watching. I know this was a little more serious one, but uh it is what it is. When it comes to these kind of topics, yeah, bro, it does leave damage. And even if it is 16 years later, I'm very happy and proud of this woman for going to where she's going, even if it's just about like her putting her story out there. Cause I do believe like your story is important, dude. And it's gonna affect somebody, you know what I mean? And you had to keep this to yourself for fucking over a decade. So
Yeah. Because like someone her speaking up um does help in a way, because like if more people come out and speak out, then we have better regulations on how, like, to take care of this problem for it to like stop fucking happening.
yeah,
Like that's the goal. People
that's the
want it
goal.
to stop happening. And so the only way that we stop happening, like this stops happening, is by we be honest, we tackle the problem, and we try to find a solution for it.
Yeah,
And we can't do that if we're just saying everything is fake. We can't do that if people are lying. We can't do that if, just like, you know,
yeah,
we're not trying to get to the truth. It's like how people, I was just telling you a couple of weeks ago about like Young Don. Here we go back to the Young Don shit. But anyway, Young Don dropped a video talking about like school pewers, and it's
yeah,
like him giving his thoughts about like what he thinks. And he's like, nah, like I don't think it's the bullying type shit. But
yeah.
it's like, no, the bullying does like add to it, you know what I mean?
Mm,
And like like if you know that you never experienced that, then how are you going to tell the people who are telling you like I experienced this and this is part of the reason why? How are you going to sit here and tell them like this isn't the,
this isn't valid.
because
Yeah,
when you do that, then we're like we're never going to get to the problem. Like this problem is going to continue to go because we're not addressing the actual
the
thing.
root of it.
And sometimes people think like there's only like one problem, or there's only one answer to every problem, and there's only one way. Like no, everything has multiple different ways to get there.
Yeah,
Like we know that because we
yeah,
work so often, we talk everything out.
yeah,
So like if I have a problem with something, I'm like, hey, like this is my problem, blah 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 blah. And we try to find ways to like work around it. Sometimes we have to just like ditch it altogether. Sometimes we can actually get to our goal, but sometimes like we just have to find compromises, and we're not
yeah,
able to do that if we're not being honest.
yeah.
Anyway, that's my TED talk.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace out.
Peace.